In other words, this trade truce is great news for the more commoditized semiconductor companies, but it will have less of an impact on high-tech proprietary semis. So let's go over what I think are the potential winners so you have it more in depth and not just like, grasping. When you look at the companies that do the most business with Huawei, Micron, Xilinx, Skyworks, Qorvo, Inphi, and Lumentum, they all get more than 10% of their sales from the company. Okay, so that's the broad list. Lumentum and Inphi, they're at the top of the list. But the former is a telco infrastructure play, possibly too proprietary, and the latter has an inconsistent trade record. I'm not going to recommend that here. As for the others, Qorvo, QRVO, makes radio frequency chips for both wireless and broadband communications. This is a company that already gets more than half of its sales from China. In early May, Qorvo reported a blowout quarter powered by its booming 5G business, but nobody seemed to care. Later that month, after the Huawei blacklist, the company had to slash its forecast for the quarter by $50 million, and that's a lot for this company. So is it a winner now? Do we just tack on that to Qorvo and start buying it? Not so fast. I'd say it's only a partial win. The handset side of the business should be safer. But you know what? I've got doubts about the telco infrastructure side. And that's all about 5G. Not with the White House signaling that they still want to check Huawei's dominance there. I mean, you heard Navarro. I think he's not giving you a green light. I expect Qorvo to do better, but it wouldn't be my number one pick here. It's sort of a microcosm for the broader group. How about Skyworks? SWKS, which makes radio frequency chips for all sorts of connected devices, especially phones. Yep, Skyworks is a winner here. While they also have infrastructure business, their biggest customers on the side are Nokia and Ericsson, not Huawei. You heard what Navarro said. That's who we're trying to get to win. While its smartphone business is much more levered to China. I think it works, especially since the Chinese haven't retaliated against their top handset customer, Apple. Skyworks has a very strong management team. It is an extremely cheap stock that has just gotten beaten up here. Risk reward, good. Then there's Xilinx, XLNX. Now that's to make a programmable systems on a chip, certainly proprietary, not commodity at all. Huge exposure to 5G, 27% of its sales from China. Yesterday, the stock surged higher on the trade truce, but today it gave up nearly all of those gains and then some because the Trump administration doesn't seem okay with selling this kind of technology to Huawei. As much as I like them, I got to tell you, no thanks. On the other end of the spectrum, you've got the commodity plays like Micron and Western Digital. Micron makes DRAMs and flash memory chips. Western Digital makes hard drives and flash. Now, there's nothing sensitive about this stuff at all. Nothing proprietary. While both stocks got hit today, they're going to be big beneficiaries now that Huawei can buy commodity semiconductors from American companies again. But, and this is the big but here, it's tough to recommend these stocks here. They've already had a tremendous recovery just last week. Micron reported better than feared quarter and indicated that they'd made adjustments to offset 90% of the China tariffs. At the end of the day, you should only buy Micron or Western Digital if you believe the flash business is bottoming really hard. When I go over the Micron call, I mean, they're talking about a bottoming year over year. That is probably too far for most of you. All right, so what about the telco equipment companies? And here we're thinking about Acacia, Ciena, Infera, Finisar, Lumentum. After listening to Peter Navarro this morning, I got to avoid them all. I'm not kidding. They're all in the penalty box after what he said on Squawk on the Street. If the White House wants to slow Huawei's quest for 5G domination, this kind of stuff is exactly the kind of stuff they're not going to let Huawei buy.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.